Dark City, the Matrix double theory. The world of Dark City is an earlier version of the Matrix. Apologies if these theories already exist somewhere. If they do, I haven't seen them. Spoilers to follow. Naturally, the first theory is that the Dark City is an earlier version of the Matrix, when the machines were still figuring some things out. If you're not familiar with Dark City, a portion of humanity was traveling through space in a city, unaware of their circumstances, while an alien race experimented on them by swapping their memories around. The second theory is that when Neo ends his meeting with the architect, he never returns to the real world. I'm fairly certain this theory exists somewhere, but maybe not exactly like this or in conjunction with the first theory. The basis for the first theory is this: machines are always learning, so not every version of the Matrix would look the same. The Dark City version would be a very early version, the beta test after their first two failures, where the Oracle came up with the idea for the one. John Murdoch is the first one. He can change his environment at will, fly, etc., once he learns how to use his power. Dr. Scrubber as the Oracle. He sets Murdoch on the path of the one. The strangers are programs. Mr. Hand is a match for Smith, a foil for the one, but I actually think he's the Merovingian, who malfunctioned and chose to hide out rather than be deleted. Shell Beach is Zion, a place to hope for and believe in. If Zion falls, all is lost. John Murdoch followed the path of the one to nearly the same end Neo did, defeating the strangers and machines and creating his own Shell Beach, which wasn't really real. This created a template for the machines to use for the full version of the Matrix. But for the machines to reach their goals, humanity would have to stick to the script. The problem is choice. The architect said Neo's version of the Matrix was the sixth, not counting the first two attempts, which didn't have anomalies, referring to a one. The third attempt was a testing ground. Dark City, 99% of humanity accepted what they were given, but the architect is a perfectionist and demanded 100%. They needed the reality that the other 1% would accept, and Murdoch showed them the way. What if I told you the architect wanted Neo to go through door number 2? He wants a world without choice, so why would he create a game that he could lose? The 4 ones, after Murdoch chose to return to the source and reset the whole thing. Neo chose to fight, and he would go on to create the reality that the other fighters would accept. Passing through the second door uploaded Neo's knowledge of the real world to create a second system. Morpheus wakes up in the second virtual reality. The Link who wakes him up is a program based on Morpheus and Neo's memories of Link. The real Link died when machines attacked the ship and created the real world VR for anyone still plugged in. Locke's defense of Zion was a catastrophic failure, and anyone who survived was captured, inserted in the real-world VR, and had their memories altered a bit so they'd only remember losing the battle, not what happened after. Now comes the true function of the One, which Neo finally fulfills after 4 previous failures. He fights and reaches a compromise with the machines so that the rebels will live peaceably in the second VR without questioning it. They need to believe they fought and died for that peace, thereby earning it.